name is Jamie Terrell. I work for the Titanic Museum attraction. I'm going to tell you a story today about two little boys, Michael and Edmund Navratil, the Navratil brothers. Nice, France. That's where they live. They live with Mommy and Daddy, and Daddy's going to take them on an adventure, a big one, a Titanic adventure. Only you see, the mother doesn't know. Well, the mother and father have separated, and the father has visitation for the two boys over Easter weekend. And he decides he's going to take both the boys, change their names, and go off on the Titanic and off to America to start a brand new life, just the three of them. And he does just that. They get on the big Titanic, and everything was so beautiful. The whole world is talking about the Titanic. Well, everything was fine for a couple of days. They're enjoying all of the things that second class had to offer. You see, second class on the Titanic was just as luxurious as first class on any other ship in the world, which means the food is going to be yummy to the tummy. Well, don't you imagine that when these two little boys, 2 and 3-year-old, they find out they're going to be able to get ice cream on the Titanic. Don't you know they were happy about that? Well, everything was going fine, enjoying everything, seeing all the new things. But the night we hit the iceberg, everything changed. It was at night. It was pitch black dark. People are running up and down the decks. They're shouting in a language they've never heard before. Now, it is women and children to the lifeboats. And their daddy, he's not going to be allowed in. Now, nobody knows who the little boys are, really, because the daddy has decided to change their names on the manifest of Titanic. And now they are not known as the Navratil brothers. No. On Titanic, they're going by the name of Hoffman. Well, they are able to get into the lifeboat. The daddy makes sure to get them in. But now, who do they belong to? Well, they're speaking a little bit of baby talk French. They're only 2 and 3. There's a lady in the lifeboat who speaks some French. And she says, I'll take them with me when I get to New York, and I'll take care of them since I can talk to them until we can find out the mystery of who they belong to. Well, their picture went in the paper, and everybody fell in love with the two little orphans of the Titanic. All right. Finally, their pictures go in international papers all over the world. And their real mother saw their picture, and she contacted the office. And they said, well, we're going to need some proof. She said, all right, here are some physical aspects about them. And they matched. But the American government said, well, we need more proof. She said, all right, I'll give you some questions, and here are the answers. And if they answer them correctly, those are my children. You have to give them back. So they find a French translator to come in and ask, remember, 2 and 3-year-old little boys, all right, what did Mommy give you for Easter? Chickens. Chickens with real feathers. And they laid eggs. What type of eggs? Chocolate eggs. All right, they asked the young one, what do you know of Nice, France? And he said with no hesitation, me mama's in Nice. And there they had all the proof they could handle. So they contacted the mother. They give her a ticket on the White Star Line to come on over to New York. And I wonder if she thought twice about getting on a White Star Liner at this point. But she did. She came, and she was reunited with her children. Now, if Titanic had never went down, that poor mother would have never, ever seen her children again. And you know, sometimes true life, real life, is much more interesting than any movie ever could be. Don't you think? This story always fascinates me because I'm an adventure person and I love to travel. And these two little boys went on an adventure, traveling to some place they really didn't know. And that's the way I like to travel, places I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Now, their future would be changed by this. And a lot of times when I travel, my future has been changed by where I go to. Did they really have ice cream on Titanic? Yes. And then they want to know, what flavor did they have? Well, one of my favorites, French vanilla ice cream. What happened to those two little boys? Well, they did grow up, and the youngest one went on to be a lieutenant in the French army, and he was actually captured by the Germans and then released and made his way back to France. And then the older one, well, he grew up and he was a college professor of psychology. You just never know where the world will take you.